Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Hope you can see my screen, right? Yeah. Now, yeah. So yesterday we started this class, okay, this batch, and just explain the basic introduction about this. So what is React, okay, and that basic things we discussed. Once again, I'm repeating this. So just I will give you a backup 5 minutes. After that, we'll discuss the another concept. So React.js. So what is React.js? It is a client-side script to implement dynamic websites. Yes. So in website development point of view, not only in website development point of view, even in the mobile application development point of view, we are taking the support of React.js. So React.js is nothing but the client-side script. So we can call it as, okay, so it is library of JavaScript. So what is that? Yeah. Nothing but the library of JavaScript. It is clear. So client-side script and server-side script. Like then we have these two types of scriptings. Okay. So client-side script means what is that? Script. So which executes in browser. The script which executes in browser, calling it as client-side script. Okay, so for example, JavaScript. And next level technology is JavaScript like React, Angular. All this comes under client-side scripting languages. Okay, the script which executes in browser, we are calling it as client-side script. And server-side script executes in web server. For example, if you take ASP, PHP, JSP, all this comes under server-side scripting languages. Like this, we have two types of scripting languages to develop the websites. So client-side script as well as server-side script. Okay, so these two are compulsory. Any website if you take, so these two scripts we are using. Where developers are working with client-side scripting languages and server-side programmers working with the server-side scripting languages. So that is the concept of this. Okay. So here developers are working with client-side scripting languages and server-side programmers are working with the server-side scripting languages. Is it clear? Yes. So what is React.js? React.js is the client-side scripting language to execute some client-side functionalities in the website development, to run the client-side functionalities where within the website development. Now, what we can do with the client-side scripts? Okay, that is very important. So, because first we should know which type of concepts we can implement using client-side technologies. Now, if you observe this, first point, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Yeah. Why we are using this client-side scripting languages? What the first point? The point is to apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. All HTML controls are static controls. Okay. All the HTML controls are static controls. So you want to convert those controls as dynamic controls. Then we are taking the support of this client-side scripting languages. Is it clear? That's the first point on this. So what is the difference between static and dynamic here? Yes, what the difference? Static means nothing but the properties we cannot change once the control is loaded. Okay, so HTML control, once it is loaded into browser, so after loaded the control, we can't change the property. That is the concept of static. Dynamic means, yes, we can change the properties after loaded the control in browser. That is the difference between these two. Okay, yes. So first point is to apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. So that is the main point. And second point, to validate input controls. Yes, validations are very, very important. Yes. So when we are sending the data to the server, before sending the data to the server, we are checking whether the data is proper or improper. In that point of view, we are using the validations. Okay. Yes. Like username is empty or not, password detail, password matching or not, email ID format is valid format or not. So these type of validations we want to perform. Then we are taking the support of client-side scripting languages. Is it clear? Next one is to execute logics in browser. Yes. So what are the logics we're implementing with? Okay. Client-side technologies. Yes. Those logics execute where? In browser. Yes. Yeah. So browser, who is using browser? Client. Client means the person who is accessing the application. Okay, the person who is accessing our application, we are calling that person as client. So what are the logics we are implementing using client-side technologies? Those logics execute in the client system. So that's why you can see the result very fast. In case if you implement the logics using server-side technologies, so for this request and response process, it takes some time. So for example here, yes, this is web server and this is one HTML page. This is another HTML page. Like that we have these two HTML pages and this is the browser. Now we are sending one request. Okay, yes. So to the home page. Now it contains both the scripts, client side as well as server side. Like that, this web page, not on this web page, every page contains these two scripts. One is client side, second one is server side. Now, at the time of downloading this web page, what the original client side script implemented, that code also downloads into the browser and it executes in the browser. Okay, so that code executes where? In this browser. Okay, so who is using browser? The person who is accessing the website, that person using the browser. Okay, for example, if you open Gmail, you are the client of Gmail. So if I open Facebook, I'm the client of Facebook, like that. So that code is downloading into my browser, okay, and it executes there. So that's why any logics if you implement here, those logics execution is very, very fast. If it is client-side script, okay, because in my system only it executes. So if it is server-side script, then the request is going to the server, there that code executes and response is coming back to the browser. For this entire request and response, it takes some time. So that's why most of the logics in website development, we are implementing using client-side technology. Yes. So that is the concept of this. 1 second. Yes. So here, so that is the concept of this. Okay. So what are the logics we're implementing? Those logics executing client side. So that's why user can see the result very fast. Due to that reason, so almost all, okay. So most of the logics we are implementing with client side technologies at this time of website development. Okay. And next one is to work with Ajax. Okay. Yeah, Ajax concept is very, very important. We want to work with the Ajax functionalities. We want to work with the Ajax functionalities. Then also we are taking the support of these client scripting languages. So okay. So these are the main points which we have here. So see any website if you take Gmail or Facebook or whatever it may be. So these two technologies are common client-side scripting language as well as server-side scripting language. These two languages we are using at the time of development. You got it? So client-side script, if you take, so UI developers working with these client-side technologies, and server-side programmers are working with the server-side technologies. Okay, so we have two different teams. One is UI development team, another one is server-side development team. Okay, so UI developers working with the client side and server-side programmers are working with the server-side technologies. Okay, so that is the main point of this. So anyhow, these are the base points which we are implementing in this client-side scripting. Is it clear? Yes. So I will show the programs, then you will get more clarity in this point of view. And before that, yeah. So this REACTJS implemented by Mr. Jordan Walkie. He's one of the employees in Facebook. Implemented in the year 2011, the basic version, and released officially in the year 2013. So this REACT.js maintaining by Facebook Corporation, and basic version is 1.0 and current version so 18.x. So we are using 18.2. Okay. Yes. So now I'm going to open one website. Okay, just Flipkart. For example. See in this Flipkart, if you observe here, see this menu contains the dynamic items. To display these dynamic items, we are using client-side technology. And just now, one button came login. So in that point of view, using client-side technology. Okay, if I move mouse over this, it is zooming like that. So if I click on any product, okay, now here, see, it is this highlighting. So that is client-side technology. And click on these iPods here. And now if I move mouse over here, that image is changing here. So to change these images, client-side technologies we are using. Is it clear? Like that, everywhere that client-side script requirement is more. Okay. Now, see, many options like this. If I click on login, okay, sign up. Now continue. So validations. That is client-side script. Is it clear? Like that. Around 70% is coding in website we are implementing with client-side technologies. Now you can ask me one question, sir, where we are using the server-side scripting languages? Yes. Server-side scripting languages, not we. UI developers don't work on the server-side technologies. Okay. So we have separate team. They are using to connect with the database of website. Okay, because website database is not available in the client system. Okay. Where it is available in the centralized server. It is available in the centralized server. So that's why compulsory server-side script is required to connect with this website database and to create the sessions, to create the tokens in that point of view. Okay, we're taking the support of this server-side or this. Like that, we have these two types of scriptings here, client-side scripting language and server-side scripting language. So React.js is the client-side scripting language. It is the library of JavaScript. Library means what is that? Yes, library is providing some additional features to easily work with the JavaScript. In yesterday's class, we discussed what are the features we have in this React.js. So compare with JavaScript like data binding, single page application, okay, virtual DOM, JSX format support, like that. Some additional features we have in this React.js. So compare with the JavaScript. Is this clear? Yes. So that is the main advantage of this. Okay, libraries provide more features than the original technology. So that is the concept of this. Okay. Yes. Now, one use case I will discuss. Okay. If anybody missed the yesterday class, no worries, because what are the topics I covered? So again, I will repeat in concepts programming point of view. Just yesterday also I have given the basic introduction, that's all. No concept started. We also covered features. So if you want to go through that in DURGASOFT YouTube channel, these demo classes are available. You can go through that. But it is not compulsory because before starting the React.js, okay, again I will discuss those concepts, okay, because we have JavaScript and React, these two we are discussing here. After JavaScript, again I will discuss the features. Then only I will start the React.js program. Now, see, login form I am using. For example, if you take login form, so in companies, you need to work with this login form, okay. Then what are the steps we are following? First, we need to design login form. Yes. So first we have to design the login form. Actually, UI designers will design, they will provide you that login form by placing username text box, password text box, and login button. Like that, with this they're designing. Second one, validations. So we need to check whether the login form input controls contain proper data or not. That validations. Third one, okay, yes, send data to server. When user click on the login button, after clicking on the login button, we are sending the data to server. Means what is that? That username password we are sending back to the server. We are sending back to the server. Is it clear? Yes. Whether this username password is valid or invalid. For that, we are sending back to the server. Fourth one, check username, password, valid or invalid. Yeah, we are checking that username password is valid or invalid. So in backend, okay, so that username password matching or not. So that we need to check. If username password matching with any record of database, matching whether it is matching or not with any record of database. If it is matching, then we need to redirect to the welcome page. Otherwise, invalid user page. That is the concept. So that's why the next step is okay. Yes. So redirect to either welcome page or invalid user base. So this is the concept of this. So these are the 4 steps which we have here. So yeah, to design the login form, so this is designing part, right? HTML, CSS. These are the technologies we are using in companies to work with this. Means UI designers will work. And from second step onwards, remaining all are development. So here in this development, client side as well as server side scripts we are using. To validation, so you want to check the controls contain the data or not. And if it is email ID and password control, email ID contains proper format or not. These type of validations you want to perform. Then we are taking the support of client side script. So here we are using react.js. And third step, sending the data to server. So there we are taking the support of Ajax. That Ajax we are implementing by using react.js. Yes, yeah. Next one, check the username password, valid or invalid. Yes, see, at the time of sending the data to server, so we are using Ajax. Ajax is client-side script. So that we can do by using React, Angular, or any other technology. Here we are using React.js. Once you send the data to server, we are checking that username password is valid or invalid. So in that point of view, so we are taking the support of server-side scripting languages like ASP, JSP, PHP, Node.js also one server-side script. Like that, these are the server-side scripting languages which we are using. For what? To check that username password valid or invalid. Yes, we are connecting, not we, server-side programmers. They're connecting with the database and they're checking that username password is valid or invalid. Actually, in this third step, we are sending the data to the server I told you, to Ajax. At that time, we are calling one API service, okay, which is implemented by any technology like ASP, JSP, etc. That API service receives that username password and it is validating with that database of server. And once the validation is completed, redirect to that either welcome page or invalid user page. Okay, in that point of view, we're doing the support of, okay, yes, routing concept, that is nothing but client side script. Here we are using React. So to navigate to the welcome page or invalid page. So that time we are using the routing concept. So that is also through client side script. Means in the step number 2, step number 3, and step number 5. In these steps, we are using these client side technologies. Is it clear? Yes. So if you observe one concept, in this concept, okay, so we have around 70% is requirement is client side only. Not only login, even if you take registration concept or any other concept, so compulsory 70% is code we are using with client side technologies. So that is the main concept of this. Yes, clear? Yeah. So this is one best example. So where we are in the client side scripting languages. Okay. So with this login form we discussed. So anyhow, this is the basic information. So React.js is the open source client side technology to develop logics to execute in browser. Okay. In which type of applications? Web applications as well as mobile applications also. To work with the mobile web applications, we are using native, React Native for coding React.js and to design the mobile screens, native technology we are using. To work with the web applications, okay, So React with HTML. Coding is React and for designing HTML. Anyhow, here in both areas, coding is React, only designing. Okay, so we are using different technologies. That's all. Like that, we can develop both mobile as well as web applications. Is this clear? Yeah. So that is the concept of this. So this is the introduction, and Facebook maintains this React.js. Okay. So in many websites, actually the main reason to develop this React.js is to implement some logics in Facebook website. In Facebook, chart concept is there. The chart concept implements some logics. They developed this React.js. So the primary requirement is for their own internal purpose. For their internal purpose. Later, they release it as free software. From then, outsiders also started working with this React.js. Is this clear? So that is the concept of this. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now, next, come to this. Yeah. What the prerequisite is to learn this React.js, that is JavaScript. So we should have idea on the JavaScript. Without knowledge in JavaScript, we can't do anything in this React.js. So that's why JavaScript we are covering. So already I told you last class. So around 20 days we are spending with JavaScript. I will discuss the concepts of JavaScript. After that, we'll discuss React.js concepts. So the JavaScript core as well as advanced JavaScript is very, very important. So first we are starting with this JavaScript. So before that, let me open our website. Okay. Just so DURGASOFT.com we open here. There. Yeah. So if you click on this React.js link, you can see the course content of this, what we are covering, everything here. Okay. JavaScript, we are covering these topics. Okay, declarations, variables, variable types, functions, like this. Okay, types of functions, events object, bomb object, date object, like that. All these are JavaScript concepts. The closure, scaling, the spread. Okay, like. After that, we are starting the React.js. So life cycle hooks, okay, functional component, class component, okay, JSX support, and Ajax functionalities, like that, everything. Okay, get post method, database connectivity, CRUD operations. Okay, yes. So all these things we are covering here. That is the community. So enter this course content. Okay, it will take 65 to 70 classes. Okay, so generally in front of this duration of course is 45 days they're telling, but it's not possible to finish within the 45 days. It will take 60 to 65 to 70 sessions because JavaScript only we are spending 20 days. Okay. Remaining 50 days. Okay. So 45 to 50 days we are spending with this React.js. Okay. So that is the main point. And already shared one more point yesterday. So every day class recordings I will provide you. So through Drive Access. So demo link is going on now. Within 2-3 days, they will change this demo link. Okay. Then I will provide you the Drive Access. Okay. You can access from this drive. That recording. Okay. Next one. That class notes programs. Okay. Fine. Now we are starting JavaScript concepts from now onwards. Okay, we are entering into the concepts now. Okay, first I will give you the introduction today, and tomorrow onwards we'll discuss the programs. So what is JavaScript? Yeah, tell me, JavaScript is a client-side script or server-side script? Tirupati, Venkat, Vashil. Is JavaScript client-side script or server-side script? Srinivas.
Yeah, it's a client
Anyone?
side.
Yeah, client-side. Okay. Already we discussed this point. So client-side. So JavaScript is a client-side script. So belongs actually implemented by Netscape Corporation. Yes. Who implemented this? Netscape Corporation in the year 1995 as LiveScript. So original name of JavaScript is LiveScript. Remember this. It is not JavaScript, it is LiveScript. So Netscape Corporation implemented this LiveScript. Later, Sun Microsystem adopted this LiveScript and they renamed it as JavaScript. Okay. So in 1995, Netscape Corporation implemented this LiveScript. Later, a few years, Sun Microsystem, okay, hand over this one, so adopted, and they renamed it as JavaScript. Okay, yes. Now, JavaScript is a default client-side script of every browser. So every browser default client-side script is JavaScript. So every browser supports the JavaScript. Okay. So if you take Chrome, Firefox, so all these browsers contains engine. All these browsers contain internal content engine to run the JavaScript. Okay, next one. JavaScript is case sensitive. So not only JavaScript here, React also case sensitive. So these technologies are case sensitive technologies. And next one, so React.js, if you observe that React.js is JavaScript library, that's why it is also supporting all browsers. Angular, if you take, Angular is TypeScript based technology. See, why React contains more openings than Angular? One reason I will tell you. If you want to work with React, JavaScript is enough. If you know JavaScript, that is enough. But if you want to work with Angular, you should know TypeScript. Is it clear? That is additional learning. Because in companies from past few years, many programmers working with JavaScript. So for them to upgrade their skills, so React is very flexible because already they know JavaScript. But if the same person wants to upgrade in Angular point of view, he must learn TypeScript. That is additional technology has to learn. That's why in companies, React programmers, many programmers we have. Okay. That's why if company is looking for the new resource, looking for the new resource to involve the project, definitely they will take on React because already React team members are there. So to join with them, they are recruiting the React programmers. Okay. So that is the reason why we have more openings in this React compared with the Angular. Okay. So because that is completely JavaScript based. So both technologies are case sensitive technologies. Next one,
May I know the difference between
JavaScript.
JavaScript and TypeScript, sir?
JavaScript and TypeScript means TypeScript is supporting data types. So in
Okay.
JavaScript, that point only I'm coming now. Okay. So it is loosely TypeScript. We don't have data types in JavaScript. Okay. And in TypeScript, more object-oriented programming concepts we have compared with the JavaScript. But browser cannot understand TypeScript. If you directly send the TypeScript to the browser, it cannot execute. Okay, because browser can understand JavaScript. Browser engine can understand JavaScript. That's why TypeScript again you have to convert into JavaScript. Then only we can send to the browser. That double conversion is there.
Okay.
So in TypeScript, TSC command is there to compile the TypeScript program. Actually, it is not compilation. We are calling it as transpiling. Transpiling means converting one high-level language into another high-level language. So means TypeScript we are converting into JavaScript. Then we are converting into mission understandable code. So that is the thing. Okay. So here JavaScript, React both are loosely typed scripts. What is the meaning of loosely typed scripts? Okay, so according to this, no need to declare data types at the time of variable declarations. Yes. See, variables we are creating at the time of development. If you take C, C++, Java, like that, these technologies, we are using data types like int, string, number, like that. These type of data types we are using at the time of variable declarations. But if you take JavaScript or React, no need to provide the data types. We are not providing any data types at the time of variable declarations. On program, I will show you for your clarity. Just I open Notepad and save this file demo2.html I'm using. Yes. Now script open tag and closing tags. A general JavaScript we are declaring like that. Don't think about program here. Okay, I will discuss everything. So I declare one variable. So its name is number1 is equal to 100. Like that, one more variable number2 is equal to 100. Finally, alert is message box number1 plus number2. See, so this is one variable stores 100 and this is another variable stores 200. So I'm not providing any data types. In other languages, we are using int or number, okay, like that, these data types. But here we don't use. Not only in JavaScript, React, even Python, PHP, all these technologies comes under loosely typed scripting languages. Now I'm running this program. What is demo2.html? So somewhere it is created in my browser. Okay. Yes. So right click. So open with any browser. Yes. So we are getting the output. We handle like this. In message box, alert is displayed in the message box. I will discuss everything later. So in case if I use int or something, now refresh, you are not getting anything. And if you inspect by right click on this, okay, displays one error for that. Number1 is not defined. Like that, this error message will get. I mean, it is not identified like unexpected. So remove this one. Now 300 is the output. See, in examples, we are seeing where or let these type of keywords. So don't feel these are variables, sorry, data types. These are access specifiers. I will discuss later what is where and let. Some people they're thinking, so where is one type of data type, let is another type of data type, like that they're thinking. Don't feel like that. Okay. Yes. So it is nothing but access specifier. Okay. So we are not providing any data types at the time of variable declarations. So this concept we are calling as loosely scripting. Okay. Loosely scripting. Next one. dynamic scripts. Okay. Yes. JavaScript, React, or so dynamic scripts. Dynamic script means what is that? Every variable internal contains data type based on the value. See, in this example, I'm not providing any data type to this number one, but internally it holds number data type. So I will show you that by using one supporting function. So type of number one. Now refresh. What is that value? It contains number data type. Means internally it contains the data type. For example, if I store any string like this card, then string data type contains like this. Is it clear? So internally it contains data type, but externally we don't have any data types. Now JavaScript is interpreted and types, what the React is compiler. Yeah, so this interpreter and compiler we are using at the time of execution. JavaScript is interpreted script. But if you take React, React is not interpreted script, it is compiler script. What the difference between these two? Interpreted means line by line execution is there. Okay, it executes line by line. Compiler, all lines it executes at a time. For example, this program, see, we have 3 lines. So it executes line by line. If you have any error in the specific line, stop the execution there. But it will not check the remaining lines. For example, here, alert Scott I have given and alert Amit. Now you will get these two values here. So we are getting Scott and Amit. These two message box. I am removing T and here R. Means 2 lines we have errors. Now JavaScript is interpreted or compiler, it is interpreted. So that's why all errors we can't see at a time. Now what is the message it displays here? ALER is not defined. So which is occurred in the line number 2. Is it clear? But it is not displaying the next error. Once I rectify this error, then it displays message Scott, and the next error it is giving to you. What is that? ALERR is listed here. That message it displays here. Then you have to add R here. Means it is a little bit complicated to the programmer because all errors not displaying in a single shot. That is the main thing. But if you take types that is react.js, react.js it is not interpreted, it is compiler script. They added compiler, so that's why it is very flexible. So it shows all errors in a single shot, so we can rectify all errors and the performance is faster compared with the interpreted. Compiler script performance is very fast. So this is about the basic information about of basic information of JavaScript and React. Now we need to start the programs based on this. So those programs I will discuss in the next class because already told you demos we are spending around 45 to 50 minutes. Okay. Yes. This notes, everything you will get, okay, through Google Drive after the registration process is completed. Okay. Yes. So in next class, we will discuss how many types of data types we have, how to declare the variable, these concepts. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, any doubts? No doubts. Then you can drop for today. See you in tomorrow class. Thank you.